incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in.
Okay, Coach, you know, the folks in the dog pound, they live for games like this. Snowy conditions here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 30 base. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Watch the eye! Watch 15! Watch 15! Mark 15!
2nd and 13.
Switch!
To Mixon on the check down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Back to Mixon on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
On the ready. Hey, lock it.
They'll run here with Connor, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
King.
Now Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, Jefferson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check 26. Alert. Smooth.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
20. 15. I got one. Back. Hurry.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, seam 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
He's checking crowd.
Third and long for Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line.
180.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
33. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. SOS.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He's checking. Crash. Recon, 132 fighter. 115. Snap.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. all they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On first down, it's Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Second down 6 at the Bengals 15-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 180. 15, 15. Hurry, hurry. Hey, alert, 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 alert. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, look, watch out.
Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Just like that. Mike, 2,
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Oh, look at the juke. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Protein spill. Dudes. Slam. Watch out. Take 4.
Here's Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Hey, wahoo!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Bravo! Choose the mic. Check right, check right. Mic 2.
To throw, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready? 15 long. 15 long. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on third down, Eason. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Spons, no, no, no. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Mayfield now, escaping the pressure right. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down. Eason. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch twist. Watch twist.
61. Matchbox lights. Get it.
To throw again. Eason. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
Hey, Alpha.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Max 15. You. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Hey, defense, let's go.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey. High 7.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15.
Back to throw. Eason. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, Charlie!
Let's get it! 51.
From the 31, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hey, exit!
Check 3. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hurry! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Hey, Delta!
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Go, Mike!
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Quick talk.
On third down, Eason. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Mike 15. Mike 15.
Hey, orbit!
15.
Ready?
On fourth down, Eason under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Greystone, Travis.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And did he get in? No, down at the 1 yard line. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 62 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Pilot, 64, reach. Run. Hurry, hurry! Me. Smooth!
51, Mike 51. All right.
My turn!
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse it through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On third down, Mixon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Hey, C6.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
5.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey.
Motion. 15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. It's been a long day for you. Right, fellas, right. Let's go.
Hey, Sam off.
15, Mike.
On fourth down, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati first down.
Hey, wahoo!
On first down, Eason. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
218, chop.
4 yards on the
Bravo.
2nd and 6.
Go.
I got 15.
Silver.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 10. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, alert 33.
Watch two.
Hey, Haywood.
Choose the mic.
Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Right, let's go.
Nixon with a first down carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch the car.
Leo.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 4th down, Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Flush to his right. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Let's go, D. Choose the mic.
Hey, Zoo. I got you.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's going to go down again. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. Fights him off. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Eason, he's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And that will get them 1 closer. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield being chased out left. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Regular.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time.
61, matchbox right. Hey, high 7.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cleveland, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.